Most people go about starting a business all wrong. They have what I call a if I build it, they will come mentality, which is wrong. If you build it, they will probably not come. So ask them what to build first. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then I'm going to build it all live over the next X minutes. The bad news, I don't know how to code. The good news, AI can show me how to build stuff without knowing how to code, because I'm going to build a software tool today. But how can I know what to build? How can I poll the audience if I don't have an audience? And that's the funny thing, because when I went to go make this video, I almost just tweeted about it or posted it to my Instagram story. But then I thought, no, that's not applicable. How are people watching this video going to be able to replicate that if they don't have tons of people at their disposal to answer a poll question real quick? So I thought of a tool that I've been using for years to poll any business owner or any person. This company did not sponsor this video, but it's super helpful, so I'm going to show it. It's called PickFu. And with PickFu, you can pick the exact type of person to vote on your poll or to respond to your poll. In this case, I'm going to pick business owners, and I'm going to ask them, what feature do you wish that you had on your website? What feature is the most critical to your website? Something like that. So I'm logged into PickFu. I'm going to click New Poll. What one website feature does your business need the most right now that you would be willing to pay for? That's the key part. Because a lot of us need stuff all the time, but it doesn't mean that we're willing to pay for it. We're selling vitamins and not painkillers. I want to sell painkillers, not literally. You get what I mean. Okay, this is the important part. Audience. I want 100. United States, target audience. Small business owner, yes. Okay, now I can pick 3 other traits, but I don't want to. I don't care what age they are, if they have kids. It's irrelevant to me. I just want business owners to answer this poll. Do I need to poll 100 of them? No, I could probably know what I need to know by polling 20 of them. That would be a little cheaper, but I want this data to be pretty good. And hey, you don't have to pay for this. You don't have to use PickFu. Just use my data. Use my poll responses that I'm about to show you and build the same thing for the same type of business owner. But before I forget, I have to add options for people to choose when they answer this question. So let's say, okay, appointment booking, contact forms, testimonials, chatbot, pricing, calculator. Those are the 5 options that they can choose from. Now, I got to pay a little extra because I'm only showing this to business owners, and I got to pay per option. So this is getting a little pricey, but it's okay, because remember, you're going to be able to use my data for yourself. So you don't need to go do this. And if that's not proof that this isn't an ad for PickFu, I don't know what is. Preview and pay. And then they can even explain their answer instead of just choosing one of them. Boom. Order complete. Continue. Now, it is 12:17 in the afternoon right now. Let's see how long it takes to get all these responses. All right, looks like I've had 27 people respond to my PickFu survey so far. Let's go ahead and see what the results show. Okay, so far we have 11 votes for appointment booking, 2 for contact forms, 6 for testimonials, 6 for chatbot, 2 for pricing calculator. So if this is a representative sample size, we can already see that appointment booking is going to win. Contact forms and pricing calculators are solidly in last place, tied. And testimonials and chatbot are exactly tied for second place. So using this data, we're going to still get 73 more responses, but we're going to assume this data holds. We're going to start building an appointment booking widget for websites that we can sell to businesses. And then at the end of the video, I'll show what the survey results show after all 100 responses come in. And I'm going to show you what the AI highlights show, what the demographics are, because hopefully this data helps someone start at least one business. But if you look at this right here, like there is a lot of feedback that these people are submitting. They're not just voting on something. They're adding between 1 and 10 sentences of why they're voting for what they're voting for. So at the end of this, I'm going to take all of these responses, upload them to ChatGPT, see what the findings are, and see what else we can mine from all that data to help us build some website widgets or to help you build some website widgets. All right, so I keep hearing about this new vibe coding app called Mocha, getmocha.com. And I'm all about trying new vibe coding apps. And in case you don't know what vibe coding is, it's basically using your natural language, like I'm using now when I'm speaking, and asking AI to build apps or software products for you. It's basically coding for people that don't know how to code with the help of AI. So I'm logged into Mocha. I'm paying for the $20 a month account, and I'm going to click Create New App. Okay. All right. I want to build a widget that small businesses can easily add to their websites that will enable potential customers to book an appointment with them. Maybe an appointment to get a quote or to have a call, get a dog groomed, etc. I want to try selling this widget to several different industries, so make it seamless and easy for me to swap out the branding, colors, and name of the widget so my marketing efforts are easier. Now, I'm going to take this a step further. I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to take this prompt and I'm going to say, I am using. Okay, so my prompt is probably fine. I gave it some references like dog grooming, book an appointment, get a quote, etc., which is important. But it's just me. It's just my brain. I don't know how to write prompts perfectly for vibe coding apps. So I'm asking ChatGPT to rewrite my prompt to be better, right? Which is one of my favorite frameworks for AI. Ask it what to ask it. And I'm going to do that as well. And then I said, if my prompt to rewrite this prompt isn't good enough, then ask me what to ask you to make it better. And then I just pasted in the prompt that I had before. So let's see what it comes up with. Okay, here's what it came up with. I'm not going to read it all verbatim. You're welcome to pause it and read it yourself. It's pretty long, but it basically tells Mocha what the target users should be, what the core experience should be for the website visitors, basically how the app should behave across different platforms or devices, what the brand or the theme of the app should look like, what the logic should be for the appointment and the scheduling features, yada, yada, yada. It's really long. And the downside to prompts like this is it's probably going to cost me more in credits, but I might have to prompt it less to get the desired result. That's kind of the trade-off, and I don't yet know if it's worth it or not. But let's go ahead and see how it works. So I'm going to copy all that. I'm going to paste it into Mocha. And because of the fact that my prompt was so long, it automatically created an attachment for it. So I'm just typing my prompt is attached. All right, so it's 9:37 right now. Let's see how long it takes to see this app. It says, I'll build your multi-tenant booking widget system. I'm breaking this into phases, yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. All right, it took 4 minutes and 47 seconds to make 12 changes and deliver 10 files. Let's review. It's going to call it book flow, embeddable widgets, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to say, show me what it looks like. Okay, we're going to go ahead and publish it. Bookflow.mocha.app. Got the settings here. You can put it on a custom domain here. All right, let's go look at what we built. There it is. Bookflow. Get started. Cool. I can log in right there. Okay, looking good so far. Let's build it out a little more. All right, and then you can see it right here in the preview as well. Okay, as promised, I have received all 100 responses to my poll, and it's kind of surprising. If you remember when I looked earlier, appointment booking was clearly number one, but it ended as tied for first with a chatbot, which is kind of surprising. Pricing calculator was third, testimonials fourth, and contact forms fifth. Now, what would be really interesting is building an appointment booking widget and a chatbot, and then using ads to try to sell these to a specific industry. If we look at the demographics of the people that completed this survey, it's pretty much 50-50, but I want to see what ChatGPT thinks about all of these responses, because there's 100 different thought out responses in addition to them just choosing an option. This guy's saying Donald Trump has ruined the economy. Okay, like, bro, it's just a survey. It's not that deep. So we're going to go back to ChatGPT. We're going to open a new chat. We're going to say, all right, so I told ChatGPT, I posted a survey to business owners asking what features they would pay to have on their website. Below are their written responses and attached are the vote totals. What can I learn from this that will help me make money? The single clearest signal is that appointment booking is the only feature that cuts across almost every business type. Even people who ranked it second said things like, I need clients to see my calendar. This is how my company runs fast. I do tarot readings and need scheduling handled for me. Translation, if you sell a dead, simple booking widget that works everywhere, people will buy it. It solves an actual pain they have right now. The second big signal, contact forms show up strong, but for a different reason. They're not actually excited about forms. What they hate is messy email. They want structure. They want reliable lead flow. But they think most of these forms should be free. That means you don't sell forms standalone. Instead, you bundle it inside your main product so it feels included. That is genius. Half of people think chatbots are annoying. The other half think that they're magic. But the real pattern is that people think chatbots are the hardest thing to build. Because of that, they believe it must be expensive. This is why they rank it first, even when they don't truly want it. So even though chatbots didn't win, there's a signal that the people that ranked it first are the most willing, not just to pay, but to pay a lot for it, because it's implied that it's probably a lot of work to build a chatbot. So this is incredibly interesting. If we just take the data at face value, we might build an appointment booking widget. But if we dig in deeper through the help of ChatGPT, then we can build what people will actually pay for. because what people want the most and what people are willing to pay for are not always the same thing. In fact, Henry Ford is famous for saying, if I would have asked my customers what they wanted, they would have told me a faster horse. But instead, he invented the Model T. Nobody will pay for testimonials. It says, all in all, your widget should do this. 1, appointment booking. 2, contact form intake. 3, price calculator builder. And then you add a simple chatbot layer that answers questions using the website's pages. Not because they all need it, but because it makes your offer feel powerful and expensive. You're basically selling the last widget your business ever needs. This is so good. But the top of the funnel ad should always pitch scheduling. That's where the strongest pain point is. Once they're inside, you show the other modules. This is actually much, much better than I thought it would be. Okay, now I'm going to take ChatGPT's analysis of this data and add it to Mocha and say, I want something kind of like a super widget app. I want the widget to have a lot more features based on the analysis below. And then I pasted in what ChatGPT gave me. It says, I'll expand BookFlow into a multi-mode widget system based on this analysis. It's going to do it in phases. Awesome. Cool. We've got appointment booking, smart contact forms, pricing calculators. So this looks like it built the website to sell the widgets for, which is great. Let's scale it back a little bit. Just make one really good appointment booking widget for dog groomers and nothing else. Okay, that's a wrap. It took about 18 minutes flat. Here's what we're looking at. So it gave me this website that was basically a website to sell widgets to home service businesses. So I was like, okay, this is awesome, but I want to see the actual widget, like a functioning prototype. What did it do? Oh, and I said specifically for dog groomers. So what did it do? It made me a demo, a working demo. I didn't give it any details, and this is what it came up with. It chose basic bath and brush, 60 minutes, $45, full groom package, $75, 90 minutes, or nail trim only, $15 and 15 minutes. I'm just going to pick basic bath and brush. It has a little calendar, a drop down where I can choose the date. Then I can choose the time. I can put in my name. I can put in my email, phone, pet name, breed, size, and special notes. I didn't ask it to do any of this. It just kind of like discerned what I might want in a booking widget for pet groomers. Book appointment, done. Okay, couple prompts to get to the overall website that sells all these widgets, and then one more prompt to get a workable appointment setting app for dog groomers. And if I wanted to make this an appointment setting app for tree trimming companies, one prompt and I'm done. Super happy with this result, especially since it took about 20 minutes, if not less. This is the world we live in now. Right? Just a few years ago, if you wanted to get something like this done, as simply as I just showed you, you'd have to hire a development team. If you hire them here in the States, it's going to cost you at least $10,000. Overseas, like the Philippines or Ukraine, at least $5,000. And it's going to take weeks back and forth, tweaking, yada, yada, yada. This took a few prompts, which just blows my mind. Think about what this means for speed to market. You can have an idea at 9 a.m. and have a working product ready to sell by noon, by lunch. From poll to prototype in 16 minutes. Poll, build, launch. Sell it before you have it. Ready, fire, aim. That is how you do business. No more analysis paralysis. Just start prompting. And if you don't feel comfortable about your prompt, if you're insecure about it, then go ask ChatGPT to make you a better prompt. The barrier to entry just disappeared, and you don't have to pay pick-fu hundreds of dollars to run a poll. Ask your friends and family. Go to Twitter. Go to Reddit. Go to a Facebook group. Anything. And just start asking around. Remember, this is not a hypothetical thing that I just built. This is something that real business owners just told me that they want and that they would pay for. That was part of my question. Super happy with how Mocha performed. Do me a favor and check out Mocha at the link below. They are friends of the pod. Remember, this video is cool, but it's only cool insofar as you actually do something about it. So go build, go launch, and thank you for hanging out on the Koerner Office.